Hey, what's going on, guys? This is BunnyMuffins. I have a very interesting game to show you guys today. If you guys are going for karma, because I've been releasing a lot of karma stuff recently, and you guys are not hitting the karma, well, let me tell you a story through this game. So we start off with the Kazakhs with a rod. That's what I like when I play karma. I like going for rod. And here we get a Negatron. So off this first shop, I'm going to sell the Kazakhs with a rod, buy a new one, because we want the rod on Soraka preferably. And we could use a different item holder in the early game as well. Ziggs is going to be a good one. I get 2 rods here. This is a great start. Normally when you're double fisting needlessly large rods, you slam the hat right away. But after that, you are going to want to build some tank items. So we have the Kazakhs 2-star here. We have a Gragas as well. So I'm probably going to end up selling the Ziggs, play like Kazakhs 2-star with 2 brawlers to start the game. Last item is a bunch of gold. I'm not fast enough to like think about my shop and buy and sell stuff accordingly, but let's drop in the set. Move the Gragas to the side. I think we can level up here. I end up putting in the Hecarim after leveling up, and I drop the hat on him. What I'm looking for here is who can hold the hat. Victor couldn't do it. I think the only one is pretty much the Hecarim, because Set can't really do it either. I guess Warwick is playable with the hat, but once I get like a real item holder, I might want Warwick for the Brawler instead. So that's why I opt for the Hecarim, because I could always sell Hecarim with no harm, no foul. Let's see how he does here. We are level 4 versus level 3, so we should be winning this. And yeah, we ended up winning by 4 units. Next round, we have a choice of 2 swords. So the tale of 2 swords. I had 2 rods before, now I have 2 swords. I'm going to take the regular one because Shadow one, it builds some weird items. With this other sword, I could build a Spear of Shojin. You do not want Shadow Spear of Shojin. Don't do that on Karma because that just reduces her damage. I see a Nunu here. So we do have 4 brawlers. I just don't want to play it yet because if you do that, you just end up having no damage. So I'm going to keep this Hecarim in for a while. This guy is Brand with Jeweled Gauntlet, so he's probably going Karma. A lot of people are doing this, you know, it's part of the game. That's why it's okay to still go for Karma, because you could stabilize with a 1-star of her. But again, this game, spoiler alert, we do not hit Karma, so I'm going to show you guys how to go for other things instead. So new shop here. We're at 6 gold. We could pre-level. I don't really want to, like, sell up for interest, but I do notice that Katarina is a better item holder than this Hecarim. Always be looking for upgrades. So like all ABLU, always be looking for upgrades. Not quite as smooth as like your ABCs or something like that, but it's still something to do. We have the extra LeBlanc there in case we want to go for Assassin. That's kind of like a mid-game thing. You could also just go into 4 Assassins if we just magically get a blue buff for Katarina, and a bunch of more Katarinas also, but Assassins are a little bit in a weird spot right now, so I would try to avoid those if you could, if I were you. This guy has a Lissandra 2-star. I think we end up, we should be winning this, right? Unless Lissandra gets picked off here. Not Lissandra, Katarina. Ooh, this is gonna be super close. Kazakhs ends up finishing off the kill, so I think we are good to go with a 3 win streak into the carousel. So I did a quick pre-level. Notice how we were 8 out of 10 XP. And here, I think we want to go for a tier or a rod. Unfortunately, we are last pick, so no choice for us there. If we can't get either of those, the Shadow Belt was looking pretty fine, but we get none of those because we're last pick. That's a little awkward. I think we could go for Chain Vest. Maybe we could build a, what's it called? That like chain plus magic resist item, Gargoyle Stoneplate. I'm a huge fan of that item personally. And here we see a Riven. Do we buy her? I think we could buy her if we want. But yeah, I slam the stone plate. I drop it on the Nunu. I'm going to sell the hat. I'm going to put in 4 brawlers. Since we have the Kazakhs for damage, I feel more comfortable playing 4 brawler. And then I'm going to drop the hat on the Nunu for now, just as an item holder. Again, like, it's going to be hard to get Nunu to 2-star, so I could always just sell him if I do end up getting a better item holder. But right now, we just have no one to hold the items. I don't like using Kazakhs because sometimes you end up keeping him if you don't hit your Garen. And that's why I generally play a lot of Kazakhs where I don't want to put items on him. We're able to make it to 10 gold while still buying this Riven, so that's a good sign in case we want to go for Dawnbringer in the next round. So this shop, nothing much to do here, so I'm just going to skip. Lissandra is a good item holder for the hat. However, at 1-star, not quite enough to be convincing to buy. So especially since we want to win this round in order to get our interest gold and our win streak into the next round, I don't want to just play Lissandra over this Nunu because 4 brawlers, it's pretty powerful, especially in the early game because Nunu ends up eating like 1 or 2 people. So we end up winning this one, get a nice streak going into neutrals, can't complain about that. Ooh, that's another Riven. So we end up getting a Negatron here, and then from this last creep, we get 3 gold. So I'm going to do a quick sell and buy this new Riven. You always want Riven over the Yasuo because, well, she is a Dawnbringer and we get a nice pair of her. It seems like this game we're getting a lot of pairs. We got a pair of swords, we got a pair of rods, and pair of ribbons now. We're gonna go ahead, buy this Katarina, drop her in for the, what's it called? The 2 assassins. I'm gonna level up early because I like leveling up early on 3-1 when I am the only one win streaking. The reason for that is because if no one else is win streaking, it's pretty much a guarantee that no one else is going to be leveling up to level 6. So that's why I did that quick level up. I'm still at 20 gold. I'd prefer to be at 30, but you know, 20, 30, it's just 1 gold off. Given all the other things that happened this game so far, I feel like that is a tolerable threshold to level up at. Unfortunately, I think this guy is actually pretty strong. Our Nunu, never mind, we ate the Hecarim. This is why you play Nunu, guys. Hecarim is such a tanky unit for most teams, and Nunu has more health than him, so he just eats him. So we're able to keep our win streak there, get a bonus 3 gold, and we lost 2 gold from interest. So overall, we get a net of 2 gold because we also get the win gold. So that's 3 from the win streak and 1 from the win for 4 gold. We missed out on 2 gold of interest. And then here we hit a Ribbon 2-star. So again, since I am trying to keep win streaking, I'm going to go ahead and build an item on Ribbon. Even though one of these, I could save it for Jeweled Gauntlet with the glove. I could save the sword for Spear of Shojin. I'm actually going to slam a Ribbon item here because it is well worth it just to keep my win streak up, in my opinion, because we have a 2-star Ribbon. 2-star Ribbon is one of the strongest units in Stage 3. And 1-star Ribbon is amazing in Stage 2. So if you ever see Ribbon's early game, definitely try to go for her because she is like a win streak machine, essentially. So I'm going to build a Bloodthirster on her. Maybe IE is better, but with the nerfs to IE, I'm not sure how good it is on Ribbon anymore. I'm sure it's still fine, but this game I decided to go for the Bloodthirster instead. We could always transition into... Oh no, she just barely missed her stun. This game is actually going to be hella close. And is Set able to do it? Oh no. If Riven got that stun off, I'm pretty sure we would have won. Instead, we lose. Okay, never mind. That was looking a little close. Gragas lives with 5 HP. Thank God we slammed the Bloodthirster. That gained us an extra 3 gold right there, or 4 gold. And all right, we're still chilling. We're still keeping this win streak alive for a little longer. So I'm going to keep the same board in. Obviously, at level 7, we want for Dawnbringer. So we definitely want to look for either like a Soraka, a Nidalee, or a Karma in our shops. I think those are the only ones we could get right now. I might be missing one. But this guy has Vlad 3-star. So I guess that is the end of my win streak because that's just a very strong thing to have at this point in the game, in my opinion. Maybe we could pull out some miracles like we did last time, but it's looking bleak because Nunu doesn't have that much health. Maybe we get a nice isolation damage from the Kazakhs, but Vladimir's right next to the Gragas, so we don't end up getting that. So there goes our streak. He ends up beating us there. Unlucky, we hit the guy with a Vlad 3. But we did get a pretty good like 5 HP win in the last round, so I can't complain too much. So one thing about win streaks is that even though they are nice to keep, you don't want to sacrifice your whole game trying to get them. And here we end up getting the rod off the carousel. That is just to build more ability power items for our Karma. And since we have the glove already, Jeweled Gauntlet plus hat, like what more can you ask for in a Karma? Some people like going like double hat, and obviously that is ideal in a lot of cases, but since you are not able to get 4 rods in a lot of games, it's often pretty impossible to do. So I went ahead and leveled up. I broke my rule. Normally I say only level up if you are able to keep 30 or more gold. But since my team is pretty strong right now, I feel like I could just start a new win streak and kind of just play for top 4 since my items are looking a little weird after I built the Bloodthirster on Riven. If I had like the item components not built on Riven, maybe I could go ahead and greed to try to get like a first place game by getting like perfect item on everything. But since we already built the Bloodthirster, at that point, I'm kind of already trying to play for like a top 3 or top 4 if I'm not able to fast 9. And since I lost a win streak, fast 9ing's a little more difficult than in most other games. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's obviously still doable since we have so much gold right now. But I feel like leveling up to try to keep our health a little bit higher, even though we're already like the highest in the lobby, it seemed like kind of a no-brainer for me. On this carousel, we get a Darius, which is... I'm not even sure if it's good or not. We have like a naked Darius, no synergy. But like you get a legendary at level 7, you're probably going to buy it, just replace a random unit that we were playing before. Let's see how he does. We are against a Brand with pretty much perfect items and 2-star. He's got a Leona with the ZZ Rod, but man, Nunu is very, very hungry apparently. So he just ate him. Are we able to, this guy's kind of in a circle. Are we able to reach his Brand in time? I don't think we are, so I think we end up losing this one. Bloodthirster Riven has done crazier things before, but... no, not enough this time. Alright, a little unfortunate there, but, you know, you live and you learn. I probably should have bought this other Riven and sold my set, because maybe I could go for Riven 3. But here we are on the Wolf Camp. I think the reason why I did not buy the Riven was because I wanted to just go for a Karma game and just save my eco for there, but I definitely should have sold set to get that guy. So here we're at level 7. We're 88 life, no win streak. That tells me I do not want to be rolling that much. You'll notice that we do have a bow and a Negatron from that creep wave, so I'm probably just going to build a Runons on Riven and maybe just do a carry Riven game because we have the items for her and Bow's really not doing anything for our team. But we are facing a Hecarim with a Shadow Titans and a Jeweled Gauntlet, Ziggs in the backline with a Morello Kennen. Is he running Hellion with Hecarim carry or something like that? He's got a lot. Man, this guy is one off Hecarim 3-star on his bench already. That is crazy. He should have been rolling down to 0 at level 6 with 30 gold. Maybe he ran out of time. That must be it, because most players at this level, I guarantee you, they would probably roll to 0 if they were only one off Hecarim, because you'd literally just win streak until like stage 6 with that type of with that type of unit if you have the right items or like a semi-decent rest of your team. So now onto the new round. This is very interesting. Do we want a Nico? Do we want a bow? Do we want a chain? Do we want a Shadow Glove? So I'm a little conflicted. I like items a lot more than Nico's for some reason. But if you are going for a 3-star comp, or if you do not have like any copies of your 4-cost carry, it might be well worth going for that Nico. But it's still really tough. If you guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys think I should have taken here. Because literally, like, I feel like I can't go wrong with either an item or a Nico. I don't actually know the win rates of which one is better. I don't think they've released the data on that yet. Hopefully we get to see some of that soon so we are able to better optimize our play. But again, like, let me know down in the comments what you guys would have taken there. If we are going for Riven 3, obviously you want the Nikos, but I think I'm just going for a Karma 2-star and kind of chill until level 9 because we are super, super rich this game. We have 60 gold level 7, 88 health with like a semi-decent team. We don't have the best team, but like we don't have the worst team. I expect us to go maybe like 2-3 or 3-2 during stage 4 without rolling at all. So new shop, not really anything to do here, so we will skip this turn. We end up facing a guy with double Deathblade Draven with Rageblade. Not the best Draven items. I actually hate Deathblade on Draven. It's not horrible, but it's just not that great. I like the other attack damage items a lot more, but he's able to beat us this game because he's got 6 Forgotten. So we're last pick despite being 68 HP. I think we want the Mordekaiser with the hat, right? That would be pretty good because then we could build double hat on Karma and then maybe build a Hand of Justice on her as a last item. So since we're losing a couple rounds, we definitely want to level up here. We see a Draven there. Maybe we could do a Draven Mordekaiser game. I definitely made a mistake here. I should have kept the Mordekaiser and just bought the Draven and rolled down and perhaps transition into a Draven comp because Riven has such good Draven items and the hats can be used on Mordekaiser really effectively. So I definitely make a mistake there by not keeping the Dravens and the Mordekaiser, and I rightfully get punished for that because we saw 2 Dravens and 2 Mordekaisers during our roll down, which is a little unfortunate based on what I did, but again, I made the mistake. This isn't even like a hindsight analysis mistake. It's just like a plain mistake because I had perfectly good Mordekaiser items. Not the best, but not the worst. But I had also had very serviceable Draven items with a critical strike glove on the bench. And if I ever get another bow, I could build a Shadow Last Whisper, which is one of the best items in a Mordekaiser Draven comp. So definitely made a mistake there. Luckily, we were able to find an extra Riven, so we could always replace her if we do go for a Legionnaire build later. Or we could actually try for a Riven 3-star. So next shop, we get a set 2. Like, I guess we're still playing 4 Brawlers. I don't really know why that's there, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I am gonna rearrange my team a little bit. I put the extra Riven 2-star in. We could also try to play 4 Dawnbringer if we sell some of our Brawlers. We have a 1-star Warwick. Maybe I should have just like never bought that set because I think 4 Dawnbringer is better than 4 Brawler because Riven is my carry, so I do lose a gold there, but you know, sometimes mistakes happen. This guy, oh my god, my man's got Teemo Heimerdinger already with a Renewer spat. That is not fair, in my opinion, but we eat his Garen, so we got that going for us. Nunu with this double hat is actually hilarious. It's probably not good, but you know, he's just my item holder. I'm not actually running like a Chinese Nunu carry with like blue buff Warmogs, Nunu or anything like that. But man, this Teemo, I cannot believe he hit this with those items because he is mighty strong right now. And I wish I had that. Screw Teemo. I just wish I had a Karma 1 at least, you know? We have such beautiful items for Karma, but we went up to level 8, rolled down like 37 gold, did not hit, or maybe we rolled like 30 gold. And that's just like, sometimes TFT just treats you like that. Luckily for us, we get a good Riven item. We get an IE. So I'm going to build the Shadow IE on her because she has a Bloodthirster. So that means the downside of IE is kind of negated by that healing. And here I'm like, all right, maybe I could just play a Riven build until I hit a Karma. I could run both Riven and Karma in a 4 or 6 Dawnbringer build. So that's pretty much what my thought process was there. But again, like I'm rolling down. I'm just not hitting this Karma. Man, this guy's got 2 Karmas. No, he's got 1. Okay, yeah, he's got 2 Karmas. He's stealing all my Karmas. He's not even running Karma carry. I wonder what he's doing. Oh, he's the Vladimir guy. Ah, man, sometimes that happens. He's level 7 and he hit 2 of them and he has 50 gold. I don't know how that works sometimes, but TFT math works in very strange and mysterious ways. So we are taking a bit of damage. We are now 37 live. At this point, I'm like, wow, I had a huge win streak game earlier, but like I pressed D and my D key was broken. I did make the mistake of not picking up the Draven and Mordekaiser. That's on me. I'll fully admit that, but like, I feel like that mistake shouldn't have punished me as hard as it did. We do get a Volibear pair here, but man, we keep seeing more Dravens. The game really hates us. We actually get a Volibear 2-star. That is pretty huge. Tanks are really nice in League of Legends, or not League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics, but we really do need a 4-cost carry or a 3-star Riven, like pretty much ASAP, because you want a balance of both damage and tankiness, and right now we only have kind of tankiness, because Riven, while she is pretty strong at 2-star, it's kind of like a weird threshold for her, because she is good at beating units that are weaker than her, and right now there are units that are stronger, and she's just not quite enough damage for a lot of these teams. Is Nunu? Oh, we don't have Nunu anymore. So I'm guessing Hecarim just beats us unless... damn. Like, you see what I mean here. Like, she is a decent stage 4 or stage 3 carry, but once you hit stage 5, she better be 3-star. If not, you're not going to win any games there. So now in this new shop, we can see a Garen there. Yeah, I should be buying the Taric. I don't know why I'm not buying him quite yet. We do have the 4 Dawnbringer. We get an extra Riven, but we also have the Yasuo pair that we can go for here. I think it's at this point where I should give up on the Dawnbringers and just complete the Yasuo pair. Wow, I was running Kha'Zix still. That's definitely a mistake. I probably should not have been running Kha'Zix this whole time. We are 1 off this Riven though, so we're actually not that far from spiking. The only thing that's worrying me is our health total. We are at 30 right now, and no one's been knocked out of the game yet, so there still is a chance to go 8th or 7th at this point, which would be really frustrating to me because, well, like we started off the game so well, and we had so much gold to roll down, but we just still have not seen a Karma quite yet. And I've said it many times before, you could stabilize with a Karma 1-star, no problem, but man, even this Yasuo 2 is dunking on us. Oh, no. So one awkward thing about this specific board is that I ran both God Kings when I have damage items on Darius. So normally running 2 God Kings is fine, but that's only if they have tank items. I made the mistake here running both God Kings with damage items, so don't repeat that mistake in your games. Only do it if you have like Warmogs and stuff like that on your God Kings or whatever. I think Bramble Vest is the best item here. Maybe it's a Heimerdinger, not really too sure. I actually go for the Titans. I wonder why I did that. I'm guessing I'm putting that on the Garen and then switching the hat to a real ability power carry once I hit it. Not Vel'Koz though, unfortunately. There's the Ivern 2-star. Gonna go ahead and grab that. I'm guessing that was my thought process though. Just get a Garen item or a Darius item, and then hopefully we are able to move these hats to someone else, such as this Teemo right here. It's just a little worrying though, because we are at 19 health, we buy the Teemo, we're at the lucky number 13 health. At least we have a hat holder, but I don't know if Teemo does enough damage with this build without like a blue buff, because sometimes if he doesn't one-shot the enemy teams, sometimes he needs Jeweled Gauntlet for that. They just heal all the way back up before he shoots a new mushroom to them, because his targeting is pretty random. See, look at that. Like, Aphelios did not actually die, and luckily he got CC'd and Teemo threw another set of shrooms at him. If not, I think I would have just lost the game right here, because Aphelios would have just ramped up and killed the rest of my team. But we're able to stay alive for the moment here. All right, new round. We get the Yasuo. We already have Yasuo too, so he doesn't actually do anything. I think I'm just buying 3 costs to increase my odds of hitting this last Riven. So we're going to roll down some more. And Tarek is pretty useful. But I really just need this Riven. So I think I should sell the Soraka and keep rolling. There is a new Darius that we could use, so we might get Darius 2-star. Since we have only 3 Dawnbringer before, it's fine to sell the Garen. Darius is better with Riven because Darius reduces armor. Garen's good with Karma because he reduces magic resistance, but since we have a Teemo, he often hits backline units, so I don't think the magic resist shred actually matters on this Garen. Considering the fact that Teemo's not a Dawnbringer, maybe I should have kept both of them now that I think about it. So this guy in chat is trash talking me about playing Riven, and trust me, man, I did not want to play Riven this game. Luckily, we are able to stay alive one more round again. This guy has 2 Teemos on his bench, and a Heimer and a Garen, so this guy is about to turbo spike because he has off 3 legendary units. We get a Gargoyle Stoneplate and a Nico from... Oh my god, we got 2 Nikos from this dragon. Yeah, sometimes lucky, you know, but sometimes even luckier. I guess we had great luck in the beginning of the game, bad luck in the mid game, but then we got our great luck back at the end game. And of course, we're being teased now with this Karma after we sold our Garen. Do we even run this Karma? It's probably better than the Gragas, is what I would guess at least. So I should run her over that because I keep the Dawnbringers. Brawlers don't do anything in the late game, but I also get Invokers. Actually, I already have Invokers with Ivern, so I guess it's kind of really doesn't matter what I put in there. Maybe Gragas is actually even better. I have no clue, guys. But Gragas at stage 6, I normally don't really care about. But luckily, we have the Riven 2-star and hopefully, or sorry, 3-star, and hopefully she should be smurfing. And the Teemo 2-star. They're going to be hopefully hitting different targets. It actually works out pretty conveniently because Teemo shoots a random shroom that doesn't kill someone but puts them very low, and maybe the Runons from Riven is able to kill them. Who knows? Let me know if you guys see the actual fights and if that actually ends up happening, because these fights happen too quickly for me. So I roll down a little bit and I get a Darius 2-star. So it's at this point where I'm like, wow. Oh, by the way, just like to pause for a second. Before that round, let me go back a little bit. Before that round ended, look at the scoreboard here. We have 50 health, 14 health, 13, 7, and 1. I actually could have ended up going 5th this game, but instead, after that win, we are now in 2nd. So it's like, man, some of these games are really decided by one fight for like 3 placements, which is actually insane to me. All right, so this guy's got Heimer 2, he's got Garen 2, he's got a Teemo in the back. Oh, this is the guy who hit Teemo really, really early. I'm kind of jealous of him because that was a comp I would like to go for. Does he beat us? I think he does. Ooh, wait, no, Riven. Maybe we have a chance to win the game. I forgot if I actually won this game or not. I just remember that I was going for Karma and didn't hit, and I thought it was interesting because I kind of used my items and went in a different direction. And we did get lucky with the Nikos, but you guys also have to consider that I did misplay a lot in the mid game where I did not take Draven and the Mordekaisers, and we could have easily done a Draven Mordekaiser game with pretty solid items for that team as well, even though they're not the best. Do note that we also don't have a tier item, so even if we did hit Karma, maybe we actually would not have done as well as we have in this game specifically. Alright, so this guy's all the way in the back. We have good positioning. Our Volibear's in front of all his carries, so he should be able to ult them as long as he's not perma-CC'd, and there he goes. He CC's his entire team. Oh no, our Teemo got picked up by Heimerdinger. Don't think it matters though, we're able to deal a solid chunk of damage to him. So now onto this carousel. I grabbed the Jeweled Gauntlet for Teemo. Hopefully that will allow him to just completely burst everyone. Let's look at those items again. What would you guys take here? Giant Slayer actually might not be that bad because he has a strong front line. So with that Garen in the front line, maybe the Giant Slayer is a little better, but who knows? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And if you guys are enjoying this video so far, go ahead and like below. And if you guys are new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. But we're going to do the final last second roll down. We want this Tarek. And don't hit him, but that's okay. We just need to focus on positioning. And again, this guy's like trash talking me in the all chat. He's not trash talking. He's just doing some social commentary. He hit the Teemo 2. The guy acts like I wanted to go for this comp. I wanted to go, what's her name? Karma, because Karma is broken, you know, but like just wasn't able to get that. Are we able to? Ah, man, our Teemo does no damage to his Teemo. That's actually incredible. So we end up getting second this game. Good enough, considering we did not get the comp we wanted to go for, but obviously you did want to win there. Maybe there was a way. I'm not really too sure. If you guys do know of a way, let me know as well, because, damn, our Teemo just didn't do enough damage to his Teemo, and his Teemo one-shot our team. So But thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you all later. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and of course smash that like button. Each like is an LP I gain before the next video.